Well, Doyle's Almanac of Newfoundland 2016 is on the shelves. On the cover is a drawing of the island of Newfoundland colored pink, white, and green. This is the first time I've seen an almanac specific to the island of Newfoundland. Robert Doyle is chief editor and joins me on the line. Robert, I've got in my hand Doyle's Almanac of Newfoundland 2016. Why did you want to put this out?
Well, Tyler, I guess the inspiration was from my grandfather, Gerald S. Doyle. He actually started training as a pharmacist himself in 1915, 100 years ago, and he was working down at Wadden's and McMurdo's pharmacies on Water Street. He went down there to form his own company, and he distributed such products as the Doyle's famous cod liver oil in the blue bottle. He used to travel along the coast by boat back then. There weren't many roads, so he used to go by boat and sell his products, the Gerald S. Doyle products. And he had other lines as well. Dr. Chase's was popular as well. He used to sell along the coast in his travels. And while he was traveling, he liked to collect and record the songs that people sang in the local communities. He ended up publishing numerous songbooks from the songs that people were singing, and I guess they were kind of just specific to that community. So he wanted to kind of preserve and promote the art culture. So that was an inspiration for me. And then our pharmacy is been in the downtown area, Theater Pharmacy, for about 70 years, and we've established a little museum type collection of old time remedies in our display cases. We have the Gerald S. Doyle products. We have some Dr. Chase products, and also a Dr. Chase's Almanac, which was also distributed by my grandfather. It was an American publication in the 30s and 40s. And I guess earlier this year, my friend Gus Fanning, who has a degree and a PhD in Earth and Ocean Sciences, was in our pharmacy just looking around. They happened to spy the Dr. Chase's Almanac, and Gus said, look, with my expertise, I could do some detailed local forecasting, and hence the first Newfoundland Almanac was created.
Well, and it's funny because the almanacs I'm used to are, like the Canadian almanacs. You'll see them at the grocery checkout, and day by day they'll say this is the possible weather. But you've done it a little more colorfully, haven't you? You've tell me about that.
Yes, well, we've taken it, and as you mentioned, it's all local content. We're not lumped in with any other part of the country or North America, for that matter. We have all local forecasting by Gus. And it's some beautiful color charts and graphs there. He spent many months, computer modeling and data analysis. It's quite challenging for, our island in the middle of the North Atlantic with our ocean currents, ice fields, our fog banks, rapid changes. And we all love to talk about the weather. So we've put in some very detailed, temperature, rainfall, and snowfall, and much more. We have, for example, as you mentioned, type of being the local content, our sunrise and sunset tables, for example. You don't have to add or subtract any hours from it. The times that you see, there are the times locally that you'll see these things. We have a section on the tides and icebergs. And our nice astronomy section that we have is actually what you see in the skies over the island. Again, it's not lumped in with anyone else. You look up and it's what you see.
Right, and what I like about it too, is when you talk about, say, the mean rainfall, you'll look at a map of Newfoundland and you'll have different colors and showing how much rain will fall in certain areas, and it's all very nicely displayed, as well as the temperatures and the statistics. You've got stories of local interest. You talk about, we've got some of your grandfather's collected songs there as well. So it's a variety of stuff in there, eh?
Yes, it is. I mean, we have some weather and disaster-related stories. We have a section there on the Great Fire of 1892. We have some information about the tidal waves that hit Bjorn and Bonavista. Stories of well-known Newfoundlanders. This edition happens to be about my grandfather, the story about his life. But we're encouraging our readers to send us in suggestions of other people, maybe not so well-known, so we can include in next issues. We've got some beautiful color pictures around the province. Even a little section on recipes there. We have a great Christmas Day recipe, Baron Blends pudding with rum sauce from local chef Bob O'Neill. As you mentioned, we have our Newfoundland folk song collection from my grandfather's collection. And, it was a time of a great change in the country of Newfoundland and then the province of Newfoundland in the 30s and 40s. And he collected many songs and poems and ballads. And, we have a section on that as well. And that's quite an interesting one.
Who laid this thing out for you?
Actually, we've done it all ourselves. It's been a local labor of love between Gus and I. We wanted to have it all local. It's self-publishing. We didn't go to any other large companies. We did it ourselves. But we also had some great help along the way. We had some professional editing. Our printing needs were looked after by Quick Print. We had a great media blitz and launch by Sue Kellendar, certainly no stranger to your listeners. And it looks like we have perhaps one of the most greatest successful launches of a local publication. There's been tremendous interest. Even the provincial libraries have taken 100 copies to put in each of the libraries across the province.
Yeah, well, it's only $11.95. So where can people get it if they want to sort of pick it up for Christmas and that type of thing?
Downtown, we have some. Again, we're trying to stick with the local stores. Downtown, we have Fred's Records and O'Brien's Music, and I must say Dave Rowe's doing a great job since he reopened the store down there. He's expanding his hours, so hats off to Dave there. And also Theatre Pharmacy and CBS locations. We have Taylor's Fish Market and Stocky's Orange Store and other locations. And we're also pleased that one of the oldest, the oldest pharmacy in the province, Grand Falls Drugs, with owner Roy Green there, has agreed to sell our products. And we were looking for again, another local distributor to help us out with locations throughout the province, and we're pleased that Newcrest is a local pharmacy wholesaler. The owner there, Ed LeDrew, has agreed to distribute island-wide to pharmacies, so listeners can also check with their local pharmacy and see if they might be able to get a copy.
Well, great job, Robert. Thanks for talking to me about it.
Okay, well, thank you very much.